When I was 31, I was a chef for 7 months. I decided it was time to try and pursue a lifelong passion, food and drink. I didn't really know what to expect and how well I would do. All I knew is that I had to try. I've learned a lot in the many different jobs that I have done in the past 3 years. But arguably, being a chef was the most transformative experience for me on a personal level. Being a chef changed me for the better. Being a chef brought it back to basics. It reminded me of core values that are important just as a human being. I recently wrote a reflection piece. The words just spilled out of my head. At that time, I was thinking about the crisis and the kind of leadership that's required to get through the crisis. I reflected back on the last great leader that I worked under. The piece was inspired by the qualities that I have observed in good leaders who can survive times of crisis. The article doesn't really have much of a title at all. I just called it Leadership. And here goes. You do as you're told either because you're scared or inspired. A good leader knows how to inspire every person at every level in the system. A good leader knows that everyone plays a part and should be recognized and celebrated for it. During this time, my heart goes out to my former colleagues in the food and drink industry. When the world stops, I imagine them self-isolating at home, whilst recalling their tireless discipline over 16-hour shifts to keep the food they make for the world to enjoy, clean and safe to eat. And then I thought about the leaders who supported me and my former colleagues on our journey towards culinary art and mastery. One particular leader stands out in my mind, and whilst I cannot read his mind, I do know that he is a devoted visionary. A memory I am fond of is when he joined me downstairs in the basement kitchen, together with the kitchen porter and a few others that could offer support, to crack out hundreds of handmade gyoza with love. To make a team of people forget about time, ignore the heat and sweat, hidden away from any sign of daylight, laugh and try harder, faster and better, is no small task. This man did it effortlessly. He made every person feel respected. He reminded everyone to have more empathy for each other and praised tolerance and professionalism. There was so much laughter. I cannot even begin to describe the incredible sense of camaraderie that exists between chefs and probably across hospitality. We are a different kind of warrior, and the great leaders know that the hospitality industry needs to change and fight every day to make it better. The food we produce should respect the planet and bring joy to people. It should value more those that work so hard to make it. At the top of the game, such as in fine dining restaurants, chefs spend more time cleaning surfaces, labeling food for expiration dates, storing things at safe temperatures, and cooking safely. This prevents the spread of bacteria and viruses. There is so much discipline that nobody will get food poisoning or suffer from an accidental peanut allergy. There is so much attention to detail, and I can tell you from experience, it's beyond exhausting. Chefs are ruthlessly devoted to their craft. I left the industry for personal reasons, but I'll never forget how it felt to come home shattered to the bone, only to wake up at the crack of dawn and do it all over again with the same level of discipline and passion. Customers will not expect any less. 2019 changed me in a big way, and it looks like 2020 is going to bring about even bigger and bolder changes.